Alright, hi everybody, it is Bonkai922. This is like 2 days late, it's not that late. Today I was reading a lot, let me tell you right now, a lot of Kingdom. I think today I was on chapter 160 something, or 170 something. Okay, I'm currently at chapter 201. So today I read like over 30 chapters of Kingdom. And I've already listen, I'll talk about it in the live stream, yo. Like, yo, it was so ridiculous, those chapters. There was one scene, I was almost crying. Yo, and it was the Battle of Zhao. Yeah, people who knows what that is. Yeah. I'll explain it in the live stream later tonight. But this, 7 Deadly Sins. This chapter, oh my god. I'm pissed off. Listen, I like Dreyfus and all. But here's the thing. Dreyfus and Gilthunder are going to be looking at each other and saying to themselves, what the fuck? At the end of the day, they're going to be saying that. They are going to be saying that. Well, Dreyfus already knows. But still, he thinks, oh, he's just like Gilthunder. He thinks, oh, the 7 Deadly Sins are enemies. And we have to kill them. Okay. I hope you said your last rites, Dreyfus. Because you're going to need it. You said your last words. This is over. At the end of the day, he's on the chopping block. So, pretty much in this chapter 66 of Nanatsu no Taizai, we have, which I believe was called First Casualty. Now, I didn't know this was going to happen. I mean, I had a feeling, but I figured it would be somebody else. In the beginning of this chapter, we have Diane, and she's confronting the knights, the holy knights, and, you know, Dreyfus is there. It's like, why has the great criminal who's driven out of the kingdom returned? What's your goal? And she says, give Elizabeth back. And we see this scene. Listen, I don't hate Dreyfus as much as I hate helbram. Because once, I'm telling you guys right now, once it comes out, what helbram with Hendricksen have been doing, everyone's going to want to cut their heads off. That's the way I look at it. Gira is suspicious of helbram because of, you know, trying to get helbram to say what was the story with my father. You got Dreyfus here. Now, I don't hate Dreyfus. It's just him and Gilthunder are going to be saying this. What the hell? At the end of the day. But my problem with Dreyfus also, this is part where Diane's asking him to give back my friend. Give me back Elizabeth. He says, the princess? He says, how pathetic. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. So, yeah, your son was killed because of Hendricksen, and you're saying how pathetic? That doesn't add up. But anyway, she's stuck, by the way, you know, Diane in this situation. And essentially what ends on happening is Gilthunder comes in saying giants are always so dense, and he ends up saying to her that you don't know the situation you're in, you're heavily outnumbered. And she keeps saying, where is Elizabeth? And Gilthunder says, I'll kill her. And then Jericho comes out of nowhere and saying, leave this to me, you know, bone crusher. An interesting thing about Jericho, when she did this, we get like a mini, not like a flashback, but we get like a mini scene, which was weird. A mini scene about her brother or something. You know, she's about to go in, bone crusher, and then she gets knocked out by just, you know, she hits it with the hammer and just destroys the whole, like, underground area of the castle. And she's like, give up, Jericho. You'll never be a holy knight. And then, I guess she's saying, just don't decide this on your own. More than anything else, you're an embarrassment. You're embarrassing me, your brother. And saying that she says, you'll never understand how I feel. And I'm guessing Jericho, her brother, was a holy knight. Yeah. Kind of when you think about it, kind of the opposite situation with Gira. So I'm guessing Jericho's older brother was a holy knight, while with Gira, she has a younger brother who's not a holy knight, but kind of like a sibling thing going on here. So then basically, you know, it gets destroyed, and Gilthunder grabs Jericho by the leg, saying, what are you if you're just going to fight through the battle? You already faced King once. Have you not learned anything? The full power brought on a sacred treasure is not something you can match up against. Like you can match up against. Then we see King. Now, I'm going to say it right now. I have no idea what King's going to do. King? Hell, Meldas. He better not find out what happened to Diane in this chapter. Because Dreyfus is going to be missing an arm and a leg if he does. That's all I got to say. But King's there, and he's basically trying to get her out, telling the dog to open its mouth. It won't open its mouth to get it on the other side. And basically, Gilthunder's saying, you need to retreat to Jericho, and Helbram basically said, what should we do? We'd like to get a little badger out of the hole, but... And then Dreyfus is asking for Gilthunder and Hauser, and Gilthunder was pretty awesome with his ability, you know, with the lightning and shit he was doing. And he uses it to purge of the Thunder Emperor, he calls it, and electrocutes Diane. And then, at one point, Hauser is hesitating. And Dreyfus is like saying to him, you're not your usual self, you're hesitating against a great criminal. And saying, do you have another reason that you can't attack her? Now, listen, I'm not hating on Dreyfus, but doesn't it sound stupid that you kind of found out from Hendricksen of what's going on here? I understand they're criminals, I understand that. But can't you connect the dots? But apparently he can't, so, hey, this is the story. But basically, he's basically telling, you know, because Hauser's hesitating. I mean, it's good. Hauser, he's seen what the Seven Deadly Sins have been doing up till now. He has. So he knows. Dreyfus doesn't know. Pfft. He's a sheep. Hey, I like Dreyfus, but hey, Gilthunder Dreyfus, you're sheep. Sorry. But anyway, he ends up doing the wind thing, the tornado, rising tornado. They do a combined attack, Dragon Castle, which is kind of weird. They call it Dragon Castle. I don't know why they call it Dragon Castle. I guess because it's kind of like a castle. It's like a black tornado thing with lightning in it, and she's getting swept away. You know, Helbram, I don't appreciate him now. I'm beginning to hate him. I'm beginning to hate Helbram, too. Him and Hendricksen need to go. They need to go. Okay? I don't care who it is. Maldas, Bond, I don't care. Someone, get a sword and stick it in Helbram's chest and rip out his heart. Yeah, I go that way. I want to see some blood spilled here with Helbram, because he's a son of a bitch. But anyway, you know, they're basically putting in this tornado thing, and, you know, he's basically pulling, you know, little badger saying, and he brings up does this thing called Hell Bullet, which is borrowing the ice power, apparently, from this guy. And Helbram's like toying with her, and I'm like, fuck, I have to say it. Helbram, listen. listen, you know what? Meldos is going to come after you. He's going to take his black shadow stuff, and he's going to shove it up your ass. I don't like helbram. This chapter kind of irritated me with helbram. He really did. It really did. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I don't give a shit. He's an idiot. He's a son of a bitch. So I hope King stabs him in the other eye so he's blind. That's what I have to say. And I hope King Arthur cuts Hendricksen's head off. Thank you. That's my rant on these two characters right now. Okay, so basically, he's saying, answer for us, and Diane says, don't underestimate giants. And she does ground Gladius, takes him out, kind of, and Meldos notices this, and apparently Gilthunder's going to go. He's going to go and help her, and he's telling Meldos, you should go help the princess. So, that's essentially what's going on. Diane gets out of it, pretty much, and I see that Dreyfus has morals. He has like this honor-bound kind of thing, because he says, you're definitely a worthy opponent. We will ring the bell to signal the beginning of the war with your death. And she kept saying, give my friend back, Elizabeth. Princess, your friend, give her back. And he says, pathetic. And at that point, I'm like, wait a minute. Pathetic? Now, I'll tell you what's pathetic. Yeah. You let your son go out to help Veronica, and he got killed. Yeah, I'm not sure it was. It doesn't matter. Fact of the matter is, you failed. Pathetic. Dreyfus. Get the fuck out of here. I'll tell you what's pathetic. You're allowing yourself to follow the orders of a guy who wants to create demons. That's what's pathetic. So don't come to me with about pathetic. But anyway, that's the point. He says pathetic pretty much, and she does ground Gladius again. Now, I'm going to say that Dreyfus's ability is probably similar to Maldos's. Now, what I mean by that is, I think what it is that he eliminates any attacks thrown to him with the ability called Break. And then he throws it back at you. At least I think that's what the ability is. Because after she does Gladius, ground Gladius, he stops it with his sword. And it says, power is drawn source from one's strong will and belief and experience. And he says, I am the one that rejects dreams and ideals that crush everything and move forward. My will to walk the path of primacy, I draw my power Break. I will not waver, path of supremacy. I blast everything that stands before me. He does Break, and I think he says die, and it hits. This is this blast that hits Diane, and I'm like, fuck you, Dreyfus. Just fuck you, Dreyfus. But I don't think she's dead, because the spot that hit her was below her boob. I said boob. Was below it. So that's probably like, it didn't hit her heart. So she is, essentially, I believe she's still alive. But she gets hit by it. Even Diane has no answers with Gideon, Great Holy Knight unleashed. Diane falls. The unwilling powers of the highly great, Holy Knight. The Princess Rescue Mission has taken a sinister turn. And then next week's going to be called chapter 67, Crack. Now, I kind of going to say that she's not dead, obviously, but I'm going to say this right now. I hate helbram. I hate Hendricksen. Both of them need to die. Dreyfus, I will say this. Dreyfus and Gilthunder are sheep. I'm sorry. They're sheep. They're sheep. They're sheep. They're considering the 7 deadly sins are villains. Where, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, there's a demon clan that's trying to be resurrected by Helbram, by Hendricksen, and Helbram's helping him. But you don't know anything about that. But you're just going to follow this guy like sheep until you get slaughtered. That's my feeling. But I will say I do like Dreyfus, like his ability, like those things about him, but he's a bitch for hurting Diane. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. I noticed in the comment section of manga here, some people are suggesting that maybe it was an illusion. It's a possibility, but I wouldn't take it that way. I think she definitely did got hit, Diane. How this is going to go down, I have no idea. Next chapter is called, I believe it said Crash. Let's see. Crack. So that could mean anything. You know, crack could mean anything. But I will say this. If King was there, he'd stab Dreyfus anywhere with those spears. Especially if Malalos was there. I'm telling you right now, Gilthunder, I'm going to say right now, I'm not hanging on these guys, but let's be honest here, they are sheep. They are sheep. They believe, oh yeah, 7 deadly sins, they're enemies of the state, of the kingdom. Guess what? Hendricksen's the enemy, not them. Hendricksen is trying to create a demon. And here's the thing about Dreyfus. I'm like, yeah, okay, you still could, okay, I understand that. Yeah. By the way, what are you going to do if the demon clan is resurrected? You going to defeat them? Okay. At that point, I hope Dreyfus dies then. Because he'll know the ways of his ways. But I'm guessing we're going to get another Holy Night. I mean, another Seven Sin coming in the next week. That's what I believe. It's probably going to be Gowther. We might get a surprise. Don't know. Diane's still alive, though. She's hurt, but she's still alive. At least that's what I'm seeing. Give or take. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, people. Bankai 922. I'm pissed off because Helbram's a bitch. I hate Helbram. I hate Hendricksen. Someone get a sword and stick it in their necks. And then just cut their heads off. Hey, I go deep. I go deep on this shit. But yeah, that's the story, people. Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Live stream tonight. 11 p.m. Look forward to it. See you guys later. Peace.